Pelham Aldrich. Admiral Pelham Aldrich, CVO, December 8, 1844, November 12, 1930, was a Royal Navy officer and explorer, who became Admiral Superintendent of Portsmouth Docks. Biography. He was born in Mildenhall, Suffolk, the son of Dr. Pelham Aldrich and Elizabeth Frances Aldrich, and married Edith Caroline Isaacson in 1875. He entered the Royal Navy as a naval cadet in June 1859 and was promoted to sub-lieutenant on September 17, 1864 and lieutenant on September 11, 1866. He served as a lieutenant on the corvette Scout, then from December 18, 1869 on the broadside ironclad Lord Warden and from November 15, 1872 on the Challenger. Whilst on board the Challenger, he took part in the 4-year-long Challenger expedition of 1872-76, a scientific expedition that made many discoveries to lay the foundation of oceanography. In 1875, he transferred to the sloop Alert to take part in the British Arctic expedition, which was sent by the British Admiralty to attempt to reach the North Pole via Smith Sound. Aldrich commanded the Western Sledge Party to Ellesmere Island, and what is often described as the most northerly point of North America is named Cape Aldrich in his honor. He became a commander on November 3, 1876 and commanded the Sylvia and Fawn on surveying expeditions of China and the Mediterranean. As captain of Fawn he, along with the scientist Stephen Joseph Parry, observed the 1882 transit of Venus from an improvised tent observatory in Madagascar. He was promoted to captain on June 29, 1883, commanding the Sylvia and Egeria on further surveying expeditions of the Cape of Good Hope in Australia. In 1888 Egeria visited Christmas Island. On board was Charles Wyville Thomson, who had been chief scientist on the Challenger expedition, who named a crinoid Pithecrinos aldrichianus after Aldrich. In 1978 a Christmas Island stamp was issued in his honor. Mount Aldrich, in Antarctica, was named after him by Robert Scott to thank him for his assistance given in preparing for Scott's expedition. Aldrich was promoted to Rear Admiral on December 21, 1898, and served as Admiral Superintendent of Portsmouth Dockyard between September 1, 1899 and September 1, 1902, flagship HMS Asia. He was appointed a Commander of the Royal Victorian Order, CVO, by King Edward VII in 1902. The following year, he was promoted to Vice Admiral on August 12, 1903 and finally Admiral on March 1, 1907. He retired from the Navy on March 22, 1908 and moved to the Croft, Great Beelings. He died in Great Beelings and was buried in the local churchyard on November 17, 1930. His wife was buried in the same place on May 6, 1943, aged 94.